Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're gonna see how to do a pause menu. As you can see here, that's a little game I'm working on it. So we have your resume, control, setting, and quit. So if you click to your resume, it's bring you back to the game. If you click control, it's gonna bring you to the control here. If you click setting, well, it's bring you back to the setting with all the things that you can change in the game. So today we're gonna see how to do the pause menu here. So if I click resume, it's gonna resume to the game, right? And if I open that
I need
again,
to get in the fight.
And I press quit, well, it's gonna quit. There we go, as you can see now. So we're gonna see how to do that. So first of all, I'm just gonna close this project. I'm gonna go jump to the other project. It's already open here, the YouTube project. So we're gonna go to my stuff here in the UI. We're gonna create the widget that we need. So I'm just gonna delete this one here. Just gonna show you how to do one. So you right click on the content browser user interface, you click a widget blueprint, click another one, and I'm gonna call this one pause widget, and I'm gonna write in it. So in the pause widget, well, we're just gonna create a little bit something similar of what you saw at the screen. So first of all, we need to add a canvas panel. So I'm gonna add a canvas panel, drag that to the pause menu. From the canvas panel, we're gonna search for a background blur. We're gonna put that right on the canvas panel. We're gonna extend the blur to take the size of the screen. I'm gonna anchor that to the middle of the screen. After this, we're gonna search for a vertical box. So vertical box, we're gonna put that to canvas panel. So we're gonna put everything we need in the vertical box. So we're gonna anchor that to the middle of the screen. We're gonna move it to the middle of the screen, and I'm gonna make sure that it's sized to content here. So everything we're gonna put in it will fit perfectly. From the vertical box, we're gonna search for a button. So button, I'm gonna drag it to the vertical box. And from the button here, we're gonna search for text. I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna drag it to the button. So the button, I'm gonna rename that resume, and I'm gonna change the text for resume. So here on the text, like so. So now we have it here. Just gonna take this and duplicate that 3 more times. There we go, like this. So I'm gonna call this one controls, and I'm gonna change the text to control. I'm gonna click on the other one. I'm gonna rename this settings, and I'm gonna rename it settings. There we go. And the last one, I'm gonna call that quit. I'm gonna rename the text to quit, like so. So now you can see everything is a little bit like all stuff together. How to space it out? Well, it's easy. There's something that called actually space. So we're gonna take this, I'm gonna put it between the two here. And if you click on your spacer, you can change the padding. So I'm gonna put 10, and I'm just gonna duplicate that. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna duplicate it again, and put it right here. So you can see there is space now between that your menu. So you can place it right in the middle. Last thing, we're gonna search for another text, and we're gonna put it on the canvas panel. I'm gonna move it around here. I'm gonna make sure it's fit to content, so size to content. I'm gonna anchor that to the top, and I'm gonna write in it pause. Oops. Pause. And I'm just gonna change the font here a little bit bigger. There you go. So we know we're pause when we're in it. So we're gonna save, and we're gonna do the little logic behind now to make sure every time we click on that it's working. So how to do that? Well, if you click on resume, you go all the way down, you click here, it's gonna bring you to the event graph here, right? And you go back and you click on the other one. Make sure you click on the button and not the text. Same thing, rinse and repeat for the two others. There we go. Perfect. So we have everything we need. So we're gonna start with the quit button. That's pretty much the easiest one to do. So you just drag from it, and I'm not joking, you just type quit game. So when you click, it's gonna quit the game. So as simple, right? So now from the setting one, well, it's not too complicated. So you drag from that, you search is valid, you take the one here, and from that, the is not valid, we're gonna create a widget, right? And it's gonna be the widget for the setting. So it's already here. So you select your widget for the setting, and from that, you're just gonna promote that to a variable, and we're gonna change this to ref settings, and we're gonna add that to the viewport. So add to viewport like this, and we're gonna connect the is valid to it. There we go, like this. Make sure we put the blue to the blue here, and from that now we're just gonna take our reference, get, and put it right here. So basically, when we click setting, they check if it's valid. If it's valid, it's added to the viewport. If it's not valid, what is going to create it to add it to the viewport. That's pretty much this. So we're just going to copy all of that, because that's the same thing for the control here. So you connect the is valid there, and you just remove this, and you promote this one to a variable, but we have to make sure we take the control first on our widget, promote it to a variable. We're going to call that ref controls. I'm going to plug it back to the viewport, and we're going to drag it from control, get, and put it right here. There you go. So it's all set up. Now we just have the resume one. So well, when you click resume, we're going to search for remove from parent, and we're going to set game pause like this. We're going to search for get player controller, and from the get player controller, we're going to drag, and we're going to search for show mouse cursor. We're going to take the one it says set, and from that here, we're just going to search for set input mode, and we're going to take the one game mode only. I'm just going to plug this like this. I'm going to select everything, just press Q. It's going to place everything nice and smooth for us. So basically our menu is done for us. We have everything we need. So when we click resume, going back to the game. If we click control, let's go back to the control widget. Click setting, go to setting, and if we get quit, well, it's quit the game. We're going to compile and save. So that's pretty much how you do a menu. So it's look like this, right? You can start and just play with all of that to change the size of the letter, if you want sound and all that stuff. I'm not going to show you how to do that today, but it's how you do a basic menu. So in part 2, I'm just going to show you how to make that menu work in your game. So we're going to go in the Blueprint character, and we're going to do all the logic to make us the ability to, when we press P on the keyboard, to pop this in the game. So we'll catch you at the next one. See ya.